So I'd have wrote that for First Names with Media, but yeah, no one ever asked about it. So
that's a pretty good review. I enjoyed it.
And Denman's not answering, but no, they were all good though. I mean, they were all good. I got to give some shit for Frank and then Anti-Flag. I just thought that was kind of funny. But that was cool. They jumped in. I would rather had the homeless gospel choir. Derek Zanetti showed up personally, but
yeah,
from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. But
you would have probably enjoyed Anti-Flag more if it was the band.
I wish. Yeah, that's everyone was saying, man. I wish this was the band here, but I got what they did at least. They tried to fill. They plugged the hole. Well, Killing Me could have played. Yeah, guys, I got a band. I could have played.
That's true. Did you tell anybody there at the place?
I told Shelby, but she didn't seem to get us anywhere.
She didn't do anything.
Well, here was my idea. Was
you
like
told Shelby.
Like my idea was like at this point, I'm looking around. I'm like, I might not know all the words, but I know, and there's got to be a couple more people in here that know enough chords to Frank Turner songs. Just let us borrow one guitar and let the crowd sing the songs. Let's just do our own Frank Turner show. That would have been 100 times cooler.
You know what? You gotta suggest that to him the next time he's sick. You should have just let the Sleeping Souls play. We'll sing.
Exactly. Yes, they could have done that. And it would have been, they could have shortened the set, whatever, but it would have been
like the 10, 12 the ones that everybody sings along to anyway.
Have it be like a punk rock karaoke type thing.
Yes, that would have been, that to me, that would have been 100 times better. But yeah, but I'm still like gutted. I'm just not over that because we saw him in 2019 was the last time the band came through. And it was like, and then 2 days later, I get on Facebook and there he is in Canada on stage. And I'm like, oh, all the places for that to happen to him. It was fucking Pittsburgh.
And then wherever they played the next night, he didn't play there too, right?
Yeah, up in New York. Yeah.
He knew you were there and he knew how much you were looking forward to this show. And then all of a sudden he's like, nah.
Yeah, he's like, fuck that guy. I know.
That guy. I don't think he said that.
Yeah, he says that's the guy that plays covers of my tunes and fucks them all up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm thinking, I could get up there and play Get Better. I could play The Next Storm. I could play If Ever I Stray. I'm like, I could get through. And I'm sure there's someone else in the audience knows 3 or 4 more. Like, we could have had a hell of a, that'd have been cool. But,
sure, like I said, if you just bring the band out.
Yeah.
And just have them play the songs. Guys, just play the songs. We'll sing.
Yes. Oh, last time I sent Frank a message, I'm pretty sure he didn't answer me because I've talked to Frank's on messages a few times and emails, and he will have a conversation with you. This was very just like, yeah, we're not doing any meet and greets. Hope have a great time at the show. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, no. When he was like pandemic stuff, and he was like talking. So I put all kind of shit in the last email, but yeah, he did. There was no reply to any of the stuff I put in there.
Yeah, Bonnie sent him a thing a couple of months ago for a friend of ours. Her name's Jen, and she just kind of got into Frank Turner a couple years ago. She went with us. Didn't she go with us over the summer? But Bonnie asked him to do it was her 50th birthday.
Yeah, she went with us to punk rock bowling.
Oh, okay.
To see Frank.
Yeah.
In 2021.
And she went with us this past summer with the Bronx and Pet Needs and Amigo the Devil.
Man, that was a good show.
That was a good show. But she had but she did the email thing with him to do a birthday message, and they exchanged 3 or 4 emails to get that done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he made a, hey Jen, I'm glad it's your 50th birthday or some kind of, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, it was less than, he still did it.
So everyone, you all know who Ray Luzier is, right?
Who?
Ray Luzier.
Ray Luzier.
Luzier. He's a drummer for Korn.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, he was he was the drummer for Easy Access back in the up in Mount Pleasant. He's from West Newton.
Okay.
So he was anyways, I'm friends with him. Not friends, but friends, that kind of deal. And anyways, he posted on his Facebook page. He's home right now, I guess. Anyways, he posted his first kit, the drum kit that he used at Easy Access. So, like, I remember seeing him up at the park up there with that
Park.
Frick Park.
Yeah.
whenever it was him, it was Scott. What the hell is his name, dude? The guitar player. Oh shit, his name's escaping me now.
Ed Skiro was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's him. But there was another bass player. There was a bass player and a guitar player who I can't remember their names at all. But those three I remember.
I think so. Yeah.
Anyways, he just posted a picture of it, and I was like, it looks like that would be it. This is this blue kit that's so funny. I have to post on yours. Was this the kit you did that you used? I have to ask him.
Yeah, so did you play this kit at Frick Park?
Frick Park.
Yeah.
I think Ron Holloman was the other guitar player. I think.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh God. Well, Ed Skiro plays. He plays with this bass player girl, but they play all like the vineyards and stuff like that. They do all that. I can't remember the name, but anyways, they're
yeah.
Don't make fun of
Shiva Skydriver, right? And they're not bad. I've seen them,
Yeah.
But Ed was out there in LA for good 7 years. Just never got anywhere.
Yeah, he's a really good guitar player.
Yes, very good.
Just never happened.
Yep, not like Paul.
Not in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Denman ain't showing up at this point.
Yeah, I'm thinking this.
Let's just start talking about music.
Let's go to the show.
That's what we've been talking about.
I mean, the greatest song of all time now.
Yes.
I don't think the greatest song of all time and Korn will be mentioned in the same breath.
Ooh. So are you recording yet, kid?
I've been recording for the past 7.5 minutes.
Awesome. How much of the anti-flag tirade did you get?
I wasn't recording. I thought I was, but I wasn't.
Oh.
And now I'm sad. I didn't get the swear word laden complaint about the drunk guy.
That's probably best.
Yeah,
That's
you're
probably
right.
That's probably for the best.
Oh, I hate that guy at a concert. I just do. Just go home.
Yes.
Just
you're already swaying and the door's just open. You're that drunk, dude. You're gonna ruin something tonight. But anyway. So I think Deadman's song's out because he's not here. So the heck with him.
That's a great point. I tend to agree with.
No, because Chris number 2 is not here, but he's nominated a song.
Well,
but he's a special guest appearance.
Yeah, appearance that never showed up on the podcast.
Hey, that's his fault too. He could be here.
Hey, he could be here. We didn't invite him or anything,
right.
but
we don't need excuses.
all right. What do we do about?
He's probably sitting down playing his acoustic guitar somewhere. I love it. That's funny.
All right. So what do we do about Dead Man's song?
I think we just treat it as part of the group.
Yeah, we'll just What Triumph song was that?
It was
Superstition by Stevie Triumph.
Super Stevie Triumph.
All right. So there was Day in the Life by Chris number 2 from Anti-Flag, who doesn't know he's a part of this.
Right.
Yes.
There was Nate's going video. I guess I'll go video too then.
Video.
We're gonna get crazy here.
All right, I'll go video.
Yeah.
Then there was Denman did Superstition by Stevie Wonder.
Correct.
Oh, shit, I like that.
And then I did Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash. I'll throw it to somebody else.
I ended up nominating London Calling by The Clash. Rod?
And
I picked What About Me by Moving Pictures.
I picked the Ramones,
Ramones.
the Rock and Roll High School.
Rock and Roll High School. Great song.
Mhm.
I will say that last time we did this, and the first time we did it, and the last time, Nate like groups these songs on the short little playlist, and we can tend to listen to them over and over.
Yes.
You know, because like sometimes, like What About Me was a song I hadn't really heard or listened to in a super long time.
Yes. I know. Like,
Yeah.
I listened to it. Yes. Me either.
Why am I in a dark room like some kind of?
I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers is
Oh,
in
there we
Darkness
go.
Retreat.
I guess I'm gonna have to get some kind of better lighting in here. I don't know.
I have like a broken lamp.
Yes, bring me a broken lamp. That will be helpful. I don't want a broken lamp.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
It'll probably be good for your blinding you.
I'm working with the light from the TV, so whenever they cut the commercial or something, it goes dark, and I go dark. But I think I'll try and make the mood happen there.
It's a mood. I like it.
You'll
got
try
mood.
and like match your inflection to the television.
No thanks. What was I talking about?
What About Me? By Moving
Pictures. Yeah, you haven't heard that for years.
I haven't heard that for years, and I got to say, I was kind of meh. It was weird.
It was weird.
Well, what I mean is when you said it last week, I was like, oh, yeah, that's a great song. And then when I listened to it, I was like, it wasn't as great as I remembered it being.
Yes, that definitely can happen.
Yeah.
What the hell am I on in here?
So that's my thought on that one.
That's your thought on that one. I get where you're going with that one.
That's my thought on that one.
To me, I feel What About Me? It's not a bad song. It just feels like it's building to this big crescendo that's underwhelming.
Interesting.
Like a Rod's not even defending it. He's like,
Yeah. I enjoyed the song. If I have to be honest, it's probably the least one on the list though of these five songs or six songs that we're talking about. I mean, that's a good tune, but not. For me, it's not. To me, it's on the bottom of the list for the songs that we have this year. This week. Sorry.
Well, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. That's what this is.
That's what this is, yeah.
Well, you're all fucking wrong. It's the best song out of any of these
All
fucking
wrong.
songs. We'll tell you that much right now. The Beatles song don't even touch the hair on the balls of that.
Whoa.
The Beatles song don't even come close because I'm not tripping on acid, so I can't get into that.
Wow.
So that Chris guy was wrong completely.
I'm going to completely disagree. I think Day in the Life by the Beatles is the best song out of these six.
Oh, hold on. Wow.
Wait a minute. Are you mad at the song, or are you mad because he came out and sat down when you saw Anti-Flag?
The
other night.
I listened to the song well before he disappointed me at the show, and his choice disappointed me completely. Out of all the Beatles songs, he picks that hippie trippy piece of crap. Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
That one for me is being a huge Beatles fan. That's like the very first band that I got into. I love that song for a number of different reasons because it's such an introspective lyrical song, for John Lennon, just the phrases in he's talking about life in Britain, post-war, like it wasn't a beautiful sight. You know what I mean? It was, very we complain today about, the gap between the haves and the have-nots. It was a lot more prevalent in 50s and early 60s England, more so than anywhere else. It's just so I understand the lyrics. Like blew his mind out in a car. Everyone's like thinking, "Well, that must be drugs." It's like, no, I think that was more along the lines. For me, and this is my interpretation, is strictly, is he basically, he had enough. You know what I mean? It was like he's done the routine, the cue, whatever. He's followed the sheep in front of him, long enough, and it's time for him to just check out. You know what I mean? So I get it. It's like it's all like the English army had just won the war. It's the end of World War II, and the crap that Britain was in, for so many years afterwards. Because they were bombed into oblivion. They had to recover. So it's a tough song for me lyrically, anyways. And it's just mellow. I think it has less to do with psychotropic drugs and more to do with his childhood. You know what I mean? Like things that he saw, as a kid. So that's where that's my yeah. I don't disagree with I understand. It's for, of all the songs, who's you have all these great songs, Love Me Do through, there's just a ton of them, as far as Beatles songs.
I'm sure more will come up.
There's just but there's 5 songs that speak to me as far as Beatles songs are concerned. First one is Eleanor Rigby. Okay, I really, really, really connected with that song. Okay, the second one would have been A Day in the Life. That's most definitely right.
There you go.
And then you could throw these other ones like Taxman in there. That's from the same album. I wasn't more into their popish type stuff, like their early 60s. I was kind of like after whenever they stopped touring and they more or less went into their writing mode, and just basically just put out, great albums, one right after another, just like I'm a Walrus. Just like, come on. That's a great tune, Yellow Submarine, very enjoyable tune, So yeah, that's my,
like what he
said.
Introspective lyrics. Ha.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Here,
Hey, what's happening?
So you got this is weird because I actually highlighted this for me personally. For What About Me is like the last verse is, take a step back and see the little people. They might be young, but they're the ones that make the big people big. So listen as they whisper, what about me? Fuck John Lennon. Get the fuck out of here. You can't hold on shit to that. You're that's we don't live yet. Is this on tape yet?
Yeah, this is.
You recording this, kid?
So basically, that song basically says, "Fuck everybody else. What about me?"
I'm not.
It's all about me.
Yeah, I don't like it because it's very much like the kid's like, "What about me? It's not fair. Like, do something about it.
Not
figure
fair.
it out. You can't just say, oh,
not fair.
Life sucks. We all know that."
Yeah. So basically, you have What About Me? It's basically, a kid complaining that, the world fucking sucks, and then basically you have one of the greatest songwriters of all time basically telling you why it sucks instead of like, oh, woe is me. I'm telling you. This
Great! A history lesson from a rock star. Woo! Oh, that's exciting.
Hey, you want to talk history lessons from rock stars? We'll bring in Joe Strummer.
I was in school all day, but let me listen to John Lennon's history lesson. Oh, and make it some creepy, weird song too.
I don't think it was as much as was history lesson. It's more or less along the lines of a personal journey.
Also, what about me, huh? Him, Crow. What about my journey? Oh, okay.
But it's okay. The difference is he's complaining about it. Like it's all about me. Like I am not the. And you have another guy who's basically saying, okay, yeah, it sucks, but I'm dealing with it. Not like I'm going to be a pissant little girl and sit in my car, go on TikTok and say, hey, you know what? My life fucking sucks. God damn it. God, what about me? What the world fucking owes me shit. The world owes me everything, god damn it. I'm a motherfucking, here I am in my motherfucking car on my TikTok thing and say, I am God, and nobody fucking sees it. Why? Why the fuck does nobody see how wonderfully great the fuck I am? And nobody's fucking paying attention to me. What the hell?
This sounds a little personal.
Is that like a lost verse of "What About Me" by Moving?
I was gonna say, we're on a different song.
There's a little girl sitting in her car scrolling through TikTok.
Okay, so let's consider one of the other four.
Okay, so let's stop overlooking.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's stop overlooking Superstition.
Superstition's a good song.
Oh, really good tune. Really good tune. If I'm gonna say the tune that's out of like not my tune, okay. Obviously I feel my tune's the best tune out of the bunch, but Superstition would be my first choice if outside of mine, as far as that's concerned. Just great.
I was initially thinking too. I was initially thinking Superstition was the best outside of Folsom Prison Blues, which is clearly the best of the 6 songs.
Folsom Prison Blues is not the best of the 6.
Question.
Songs.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it is not the best of the 6.
What, Superstition?
No, Folsom Prison Blues.
Oh, Folsom Prison Blues. I'd put that third.
Third?
Yeah, behind Rock and Roll, behind his nomination.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Superstition. Yeah, I think I have it probably either second or third.
Okay, so it's high enough on everybody's list that we can agree that it wins.
No?
I don't think it was that easy.
This was so easy. We just all went, "Oh, it's a wonderful world."
I think the 4 of us are all going to have 4 different answers, and then Denman would have been a tiebreaker. So we're going to have to email him.
I think we probably should go with like the general rule.
You guys go on here. We're having some trouble this week.
I think we should go with the general rule that you can't say your own song.
Yeah.
I have to advocate for my own song.
Of course, I'm just making sure that when it comes to
can't vote for it.
Yeah, when it comes to final decision making, you can't say your own song.
Okay,
that would be my.
Unless
I'd agree with that.
Completely unanimous that everybody else agrees.
All right, can I advocate for my song briefly then, Mr. Chairperson?
Yeah. I have the chair.
The gentleman from Las Vegas in the living room has the floor.
Thank you. So as we were listening to the 6 songs. Folsom Prison Blues, what it's about and what it sounds like are the same thing. Like, it is thematically the best song of the bunch. It's about a guy in prison who hears the train going by. And the song itself sounds like a train, like what you would imagine a train to sound like. And I didn't really think about it until we were listening to it with this whole, like, well, which one of these is the best song? And I'm like, this is the complete song. he wrote a song where the bass line is like a train moving. It's constantly moving. And the lyrics are about that same thing and about how he's stuck while everything else is moving past him.
Yeah, that's generally what happens when you're in prison.
But that's true.
Everyone else walks by the window, and you're just basically right there in that window, and that's it. You're not going anywhere.
And I'll say, like, A Day in a Life has the introspective lyrics, yes, but like, does the music really match that as complete as it does with Folsom Prison Blues and the whole like motif of a train and that kind of theme? It just struck me as being the best song. So that's me advocating for my song. Now, what I said about What About Me, I had the opposite thing with Rock and Roll High School. When you first nominated it, I was like, there's like a lot of other like Ramones songs that I like better. But then when I listened to it, I'm like, this is a much better song than I remembered it being. Because that's another one I really haven't heard in a long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it is that kind of Ramones, like straightforward. We're just coming at you and playing. And I like it captures the Ramones essence too in a lot of ways. Like we don't care about learning in school. We don't care about that kind of stuff. So
just the whole swing part of it is so catchy, you know. You know, it just I love swing music. So it kind of brought one of the reasons why I love this song is because it has that almost like big band feel in that part of it. It just, I don't know. It just, I think as far as Ramones tunes are concerned, this was, I think this became my favorite Ramones song because we had, remember K-Tel?
Oh yeah,
It's sounds of the '80s, the different different 8-tracks. Well, I had an 8-track, and this song was on that 8-track, and that was one of the 8-tracks I had that I could listen to on my. It was like a 2XL. It was called. It was the little robot that you had. I don't know. It had you'd answer questions or something like that. It was like a interactive. Like if you press a button, you'd answer the question like 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks, whatever. Anyways, some of my favorite songs, like The Pretenders, "Brass in Pocket" was on that. Joe Jackson, "Stepping Out" was on that as well. What was the other? The Ramones was that. Rock and Roll High School was on that. Pat Benatar. Not "Hit Me With Your Best Shot," but "You Better Run, You Better Hide," I think is what it was.
Oh yeah, "You Better Run."
Yeah, okay. I think that's the one that was on that one. So I just remember playing that over and over again, and it was just that's kind of like my thing with the Ramones. It's like my introduction to the Ramones was that song.
It's a good song. But I think if I can't pick mine, I'm probably picking either "Superstition" or "London Calling."
London Calling. I like
So,
it. Not just because it's behind me.
it is behind. There it is.
Literally behind you. Oh,
Yeah.
we lost it. London's calling. We lost the signal. Hello, London's calling. Hello, London. Come in.
So that's my thought process. Clearly, Folsom Prison Blues is the best of the bunch. I mean, that's not up for debate. But if I had to pick one or the other one, which I apparently do, Chairperson,
Yeah.
I think I'd have to go with.
He's chairman of the subcommittee on best songs. And
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. Okay, I'm gonna go with "Superstition," with "London Calling" in a close second behind it. And then we'll see where this shakes out if I have to come up with something else other than that.
All right, bounce it to somebody.
I think Chris is going to pick "What About Me," but I'll wait and see what he says.
Yeah,
yes. What about me? Let's see. What do I think? for me, it's got to be Superstition out of the bunch. Outside of mine, that would be it. Superstition.
Do you have a second one after that in case this gets sketchy?
In case it.
What?
See. No, I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna have to put all my effort behind Superstition.
Ooh.
Oh,
Really? Yeah.
Johnny Cash about to lose to Stevie Wonder. Oh my!
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're on a roll tonight.
Wasn't that
Wasn't
the first thing? Wasn't that the first thing that you said? You were like, "Oh no, my Johnny Cash song is going to get beat by a blind guy."
That is what that was my gut reaction last week too, or last time, or I mean last week, because these will get released on a weekly basis.
Because I've definitely released the first one by now.
You should have probably.
It's definitely not just a file on my computer still.
Cool.
Anyway, so my selections for this week, I would have to go with, at first, Day in the Life, and then, as druggy and hippie as it is, I love it. And then second would probably be Folsom Prison Blues.
Yes!
You're welcome.
There it is!
There's no
Okay, I guess
here.
it's my turn.
Yeah.
My number 2 would be London Calling. That's my number 2. My number 1 is probably the greatest country song ever written, Folsom Prison Blues.
Ooh.
Thank you.
That's the best song. That's the best.
Okay, wait. Superstition had 2 first-place nominations. Folsom Prison Blues had a first and a second, and London Calling had 2 seconds.
2 twos. Looks like super.
So, by this metric, it's Superstition. But I think we should narrow it down just to those 3 and then talk about it from here.
That's a good call. So now it's just Superstition, Folsom Prison, and London Calling.
Yeah. Because that really, what this alters is me.
That's true, because what I said still going to be the same. I'm still going to say mine out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Like Folsom Prison Blues obviously would be what I would pick, but then I'm Superstition and London Calling.
Yeah. So, and I said Day in the Life, and that one's out. So, really, if I'm looking, because I already said that
Prison Blues.
Well, I said Folsom Prison Blues is my number 2.
I'm in black.
Number 2. That makes it 1.
Yeah, it would have to move up to 1. And then
Exactly.
Superstition would then have to move to 2 because I can't pick London Calling.
So really, this is coming down to Folsom Prison Blues or Superstition.
Yeah. And if it comes down to that, my vote goes to Folsom Prison Blues.
But you'd both be Superstition, right?
Right, because we can't.
You can't vote for Folsom Prison.
This is why we need Denman. Where's he at?
Yeah. Well, wait, he couldn't vote for Superstition though.
That's true.
So really, Rod, you're
So
the defining factor.
in that case, all right. So let me interject. He can't vote for Superstition. So default vote would have to be Folsom Prison Blues.
Well, no,
it's really the three of you. It's the discussion.
Be the 3 of us. So really, Rod, it's you because I said Folsom Prison Blues. Chris said Superstition, and you said Folsom Prison Blues is your first initially, right?
Yep, it still would be the number 1. Yes.
So I guess our winner for this week has been determined.
We'd go with Folsom Prison Blues.
Yes.
Yeah, you'd have to go with that because he wouldn't be able to vote for Superstition.
Yeah.
Right, because our 2 songs are essentially last, so we're really what we think because it's obviously be. I like that system. That worked out pretty well.
Yeah,
It worked out.
So now, at some point in the future, Folsom Prison Blues will defeat "What a Wonderful World" by Louis Armstrong at a
No,
later
the
date.
hell it will not.
I'm just, oh, it'd be that.
Maybe.
I'm
Maybe.
just saying, that's at a later date, right?
It could happen.
Yeah. At a later date.
All right.
I got to think about my next pick
Right.
now. Oh, my. Yes.
So now,
So
now you have another pick for next time.
Oh,
you
my. I
won.
gotta remember.
Rich, you won this week, so you go last, right?
You're last. Yeah.
This is awesome, considering what I'm going to put in this.
It's going to be a Triumph song. I'm going to slap you.
Lay it on. Is it lay it on the? I don't even think I
Well,
know any.
I was gonna pick a Frank Turner song, but he canceled on me. So fuck him. I'm not putting him.
Right.
I don't care.
Okay,
about
so
it.
you've pissed off Beatles fans,
Yes.
Flag fans, and the band themselves.
Well,
And
that part of the show we didn't get. I don't think.
Oh, it's true.
I've been pissing off Beatle fans my whole life.
Right.
Wow.
So we'll
All
start
right, so
with you then.
Who's
Ron.
going first? I hope Denman can throw one on.
I'm trying to think of the song I want. Shit.
All right, I'll start.
Shit.
All right, cool.
So, I'm a huge fan of 70s soul music,
Oh,
R&B. Okay.
okay. This is interesting.
Okay. So that's kind of superstition, you know. It's one of my faves, you know, obviously. But
The Gap Band. This is going to be a Gap Band song.
nope. This is the Spinners, Rubber Band Man.
Ooh.
Oh my! Wow! Wow!
Now, the kid's got to look this up. He's already looking on his phone. He's already like, that's a great song.
Yeah,
Wow.
really
Wow.
good
Down,
song.
down.
I love it.
That was
where'd
well
everybody
done.
go? Where'd everybody go?
We're right here.
We're
Oh,
here.
okay. I was looking at my song list.
Okay.
Right.
That's a. What's that? What? Wow! Better put a link in the comments.
Come on, you know that song.
I know. I haven't heard that for a long, long time.
Yep.
Heard it for a long time. Like I know the chorus, but I'd have to listen to the whole song.
That's what you said. Like when I went back and listened to these songs, some of these songs I
Definitely
haven't
a
listened to.
70s tune. You know, it's got the 70s production, the 70s sound. You know, it's very, you know, I don't know. It's just got the chorus is just obviously really great. Just the harmonies that they do, the groove that's in it and stuff like that. So I really thought about this one. It's like because I fought over like 6 or 7 different songs in each. You know, I'm thinking like, well, what's my greatest favorite songs? You know, regardless of what everyone else thinks. You know, so the songs I'm picking now are going to be more along the lines of like, you know, I'm picking genres every week. It's like, what was my favorite in this time frame, and those were my favorite in this time frame, and what was my favorite in this time frame, and next week's if I settle on it, that's gonna cause some people to go, okay, who's that? I think, okay, I don't know. Maybe you guys will know the tune, but yes, first on the list was Rubber Band Man. So I really thought that was a good tune.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
And if you would have told me when we came up with this idea, us would have come up with a Stevie Wonder and a Spinner song within the first couple of times, I would have told you it would take us 800 weeks. We would have died.
Yeah.
Yet here we are.
Well, because
Here we
Denman
are.
nominated
Here we
the
are.
Stevie Wonder song.
Yeah. All right. So the first nominee, Rubber Band Man by the Spinners.
Rubber
Yeah.
Band Man. Goodness. Wow.
All right, pass it off to somebody.
Nate, you're gonna like it, Nate.
I'm shocked. That's a different one.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah, right.
gentlemen at the top of my screen, Nate or Rod.
I can go.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm still debating my two. Go ahead.
All right. So I had a lot of conflict about what I wanted to do this week. If I wanted to go a little deeper, or if I wanted to stay with some of the bigger stuff. And I figured I was going to go a little deeper. My dad knows this song very well. I'm going to make the rest of you do some research.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It is "Float" by Flogging Molly.
Oh, I know that tune.
I should know that.
I do know that tune.
Oh.
I should know that tune.
You may have just picked out my favorite Flogging Molly song of all time.
Wow.
Because it's one of those songs that I find every time I listen to it, it gets better. Like, it moves up the list every time I play it.
That's a great song.
Oh, man. I got some homework to do, you guys.
That one's hard for me to vote. That one's going to be hard for me to vote against. I got to be honest. But I have such a if you know the song, and we went on the Flogging Molly cruise once, and hearing that song on an actual boat,
Yes.
like it carried so much more. You know how you have moments in concerts,
Yes.
especially concerts. At least for me, like everybody has a connection. Like that's the song that played when I had my first dance, or that's the song that was playing every year when we went camping or something like that. But I mean, like there are moments in concerts that just stand out to me, and like that's one. The song "Float" from that particular concert like just stands out so much, and it became this so much better for me than it was before that. And I've seen them 2 or 3 times since then, and each time they play it, I'm just taken right back there. It's just an amazing song.
Yes. I'll have to check it out. I
Nice.
think I've heard it, but I just I can't think of it right now. But I'm sure I heard it when I hear it.
All right, Rod, it's up to you.
All right, oh boy. I know this one's got no chance in hell of making it, but
All right.
I think it's a great song. A lot of people can't get past the artist. I'm going with.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm going with "One" by U2.
That's a good tune. Very good tune.
I know a lot of people can't get past Bono. I know that's a major problem, but
Yeah.
But for me,
you get it past Bono and just go listen. It's a great, especially if you find an acoustic version of that song. Oh my, it's a great song.
yeah, I agree with you. That's really, that's one of the many U2 songs that I enjoy from their later period. Not just the early stuff from Boy and War and stuff like that.
Yep.
Most of my enjoyable songs for me. U2 is like one of those bands that's like, okay, Van Halen, do you like him with Roth or do you like him with Sammy Hagar? Well, they're two different bands. I don't look at them as the same band. That's by name, they're Van Halen, but as far as bands are concerned, they're two completely different bands. If I had a favorite, it would be the Roth version, obviously, but they're two different bands. They're not the same band. You can't and there's for me there's two U2 bands, right? There is the Joshua Tree, okay, but Boy and War, and there's post Joshua Tree, okay, and they're two different bands for me, okay. So the I think the success changed them, musically, in the sense that they could basically do things that they really can't play live. You know what I mean? Of the newer stuff. The older stuff that it was just almost garage bandish type thing. So I think the post Joshua Tree is just overproduced, but as far as there are high points, and that song is one of them. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, I dig it. Where'd the winner go?
We started talking about you two, and he said, "I can't do this. I have to check out."
Yeah.
Come back. I was listening.
Usually, what kills it for a lot of people with U2 is just Bono. It's just that just kills that whole thing for a lot of people. But But all right, Rich, I'm throwing it to you now.
All right, I gotta say, I would never have guessed you to pick a U2 song again.
Full surprises.
We would have had to do this for 10,000 weeks. When's Rod picking a U2 song? He'll be dead first. That's what I would have
No.
told.
When's Rod picking a U2 song? Before a Frank Turner song.
Well,
Yeah.
Frank made him mad. U2's never made him mad.
Right.
Yeah,
They never
true.
made
That's
me
right.
They never stood me up in the rain because he had the sniffles or something.
That's right. Frank was sick.
Or
He
Frank.
bumped his nose.
So now Rich has to pick a song that is better than his favorite song that may have already been mentioned. This is interesting. This is hard. How you do this?
Well, I think I have a good one, but you all know it, so no one's gonna have to look this one up.
Cool.
And you've heard it. All of you have heard it hundreds of times, if not thousands.
Oh God!
I'm worried.
The greatest song of all time.
Oh boy! I'm
from
scared.
the 1970s.
Okay.
And good luck for Denman to get a Triumph song that's going to beat this. YMCA by the Village People.
Oh my God. Wow.
I like the reaction started before I was even done.
Wow.
You're kidding, right?
Wow.
Look,
it would have been 10 million years until I'd have guessed the Rich. So now you just threw the YMCA right to the wolves because Flogging Molly's laying in there.
Quick reminder, you nominated YMCA by the Village People before anything Jim Croce.
Yeah.
You should be arrested for that.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to make a little case for it right now. And here's my case for it. Everybody in here knows it.
Not for the good reasons.
I would take a bet that if we have 10 listeners or 10,000 listeners, most everybody's heard it.
That's because they've all been to a freaking wedding on the dance floor and had to sit on the sidelines and watch people make. Well, okay, never mind. I'm done.
I can't.
I think we know what song's not going to move along next week already.
But
this is his pick to the wolves.
But you're right.
How do you pick?
Now it's played at every wedding. It's played in almost every. If you go to a sports anything,
yes, school.
There's a reason why it's picked. What will happen if that's played? You guys go see any sporting event or something like that. What's going to happen when that song gets played? What does everybody do? No, they're up. They sing the song. They do the thing. Everybody knows it for a reason. Because maybe, gentlemen, consider this. Open your minds. Maybe it's the greatest song of all time.
Okay, to counter this, your primary argument is the sheer amount of knowledge in the mainstream, right?
Pretty much.
Why did you bring Leader of the Band by Dan Fogelberg week 1 then?
Okay, it's all different. I'm not coming with the same strategy every week here.
I know, but at least it should be somewhat similar.
I mean, wait a minute. You argued the point last time about Bohemian Rhapsody being well known. We talked about Don't Stop Believing being well known, and that gave them a certain amount of legs. YMCA is much more well known than either of those two songs.
You know which didn't win Bohemian Rhapsody and Don't Stop Believing.
Well, I think we know where it's headed.
Yeah. I'm just saying, and plus it forces all of you to have to listen to it again one more time on your own.
I don't need to. Trust me.
I'm never
I don't
listening
need
to
to.
this. I'm not even going to add this to the
Like-
playlist.
I'm having visions of solid gold. And the fucking 5 of them up there. So like, and I'm like, oh, this is bad. This is just as bad as Neil Diamond. Bring on your heart light. God.
I see the future. I see the future of this contest now. I see it. I know where we're headed.
You know where we're headed?
We're Sweet Home Alabamas and Sweet Caroline. I know where we're going here.
Show sideways with that pick. I hope you know that.
He rolled the dice. It's like he's playing craps. You know, he's gonna come up with snake eyes every once in a while.
And, hey, I just won, so I'm playing.
This is not snake eyes. This is both dice fell off the table.
I can expect this much vitriol and hatred.
Wait till next week. Wait till next week.
Wait till next week when I really need to rip into YMCA.
For me again, it's got the Bohemian Rhapsody curse. I've heard it way too many times. It's when it and that's another one that Bob FM plays every once in a while, 96.9 here in Pittsburgh, and immediately. Immediately, my finger goes to the change channel. Change the channel. There's a few songs, and that's one of them.
Now, I got a question about that I'll ask the group. I'm sure Nate doesn't know this, but maybe one of the two of you do. Because when I mentioned this to Bonnie earlier, that I think I'm going to nominate this song, she was like, and I mentioned that that everybody knows it. It's been played a million times, and right. Did any of the actual Village people make any money off of that?
Well, they didn't write the song. They were just the people who sang it. So they're still around. Actually, no, look it up. I don't think it's all the original guys, but. There's like I think the Indian guy, the guy who did the Indian this dinner. I think the guy who was the construction. This was a few years ago. Maybe they've called it quits since then, but that was that song and In the Navy were their two big chart toppings hits, and of course it's just like the money all goes to the songwriter.
So he just said it was a chart topping hit.
It was a chart-topping hit. I'm not. At no point did I say it was not a chart-topping hit. At no point did I not say like that was a flop. I never said that. Those words never came. All I'm saying is that song has been played.
I'm just highlighting
that song has been played way. It's like okay. I go to a Steelers game. Okay, I go to one or two games every year with my friend, and everyone in the thing, what song comes on, and they go, everybody in the stadium starts playing, and I'm like, oh fuck, come on, stop this shit.
Wait a minute, what's the stadium do?
Yeah, I know. You know what they do? It's like they all get up and they all dance around, and I'm like, these guys are idiots.
So they enjoy the song. Thousands of
people they do. Yep, every week. And every week, and they play that damn Stick song, and I'm like, there's so many better tunes.
Don't make fun of Renegade. Do not make fun of Renegade.
I make fun of Renegade because yes, I make fun of Renegade because it's that same overplayed syndrome. Yeah, every goddamn week, every goddamn Steelers game, every fourth quarter, the goddamn song plays. So, guess what? I'm not going to be nominating that song anytime soon. I can guarantee you that.
Next week.
So this
good tune. At no point when I'm going to say it's not a good tune. I like the tune. it's been played way too much. So I'm kind of done with it. That's all.
So this is a weird mix, even before we get Denman's song in.
But like I said, I will bring like a sign or a banner if I have to and hang it like right here that says in big bold letters, popular does not equal good. One Direction was a mainstream band for years. I rest my case.
I like that. I rest my case.
Nate, my daughters would disagree with you. Them and Hanson, they would, that they would be. They'd take you to task on that one, especially considering that Harry is like what the number one artist right now or something like that. He's like biggest chart topping.
Oh yeah, like Harry Styles or something.
Yes, Harry Styles. Yes, thank you. I'd forgotten the last name. Although I did like his version of Big Time by Peter Gabriel. Another one of my favorites.
Yeah, Peter Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel. One of my favorite songs, and I won't nominate this one because I have a Peter Gabriel song that I could possibly nominate in the future. But there was a song. There's a song called Biko. I'm not sure if you ever saw a movie called Cry Freedom. It had Denzel Washington. It was about Stephen Biko. Basically, he was during apartheid in South Africa, he was arrested by Afrikaner police, and he was beaten to death in police custody. And Peter Gabriel wrote this song called Biko about it, and it's really a good tune. I mean, just subject matter aside, it's a good tune. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it. If you haven't, check it out.
All right. I will check it out.
Okay.
We're going to check out IMCA by the Village People. I don't know if you've heard it.
Hold on. Okay.
Don't
recall hearing that song ever in my life.
I'm curating the playlist right now for the week, right? With all the 4 songs nominated.
Real quick.
I looked up YMCA. The version by the Minions came up before the Village People version. I don't know how to feel about that.
I might vote for that. I might vote for that.
I might vote for that one too. The Minions.
He nominated the Village People version.
Minion version.
He nominated the Village People version.
The Village People version. Not.
Oh shit!
Obviously, you said mine first. What are the other ones again?
One by U2.
That's got another couple laughs there.
What? This is
better than the Village People song.
Not that it's a bad tune. I had already told you I like that tune. It's just that came before him, and it's like Rich.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thunk that Rod Wilkins, Mr. Rod R.O.D. Rick Wilkins, WILKINS.
What are you going to do? Put his social security number on this too?
Exclamation point.
Should we be spelling out his full legal name on?
Would have selected a U2 song prior to an Ozzy Osbourne first 2 albums.
It's hard to believe.
It's been a strange journey.
Randy Rhodes.
It's hard to believe anything.
Randy Rhodes has not been mentioned.
What I've learned,
and those words did not get out of his mouth. U2 that. No, that's got to be in the future. He's holding that one in his back pocket for later.
I got a few I'm holding. I got a couple I'm holding in my pocket.
That's a back pocket one. He's going to spring that on you.
I was waiting for the stadium songs as far as Crazy Train coming up in that conversation because that is played at every single.
And that one again. If Crazy Train comes on, the songs that I hold out for is like I Don't Know.
Yep.
Love. That's such a great song. You Can't Kill Rock and Roll. Spectacular. And of course, the song "Diary of a Madman" is a masterpiece song. I mean, there's everything in there. So I don't know.
We'll see what the future holds.
We'll see what the future holds.
Yeah,
Get your crystal ball. That's Stick song, Crystal Ball. Did you?
And we got to get Denman to nominate a song too. So there's still a
That-
there.
There's
It could be.
It could be. It could be anything. What I've learned from doing this is that I know none of the four of you at all.
That's a good thing, though.
Like, I feel like if you talk to me and like my musical taste, my selections would be like, that makes sense. That's in his realm.
Yeah.
Everybody
True.
else is very scattered from what I perceived.
Well, and that has a lot to do with the fact that the time periods that we grew up in.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking, we've seen everything from, obviously the Beatles, but I mean, Kiss, Boston, Aerosmith, 70s, if you want to talk about rock and roll, even the disco scene, you got shit.
The Village People.
I mean, not the Village People, but it was like Brick House. She's a Brick House, but that's R&B more. But what's the name of that band? I'm your boogeyman. KC and the Sunshine Band. KC and the Sunshine Band. Then we hit the '80s, and the early '80s was a great time. And Ritual.
Yeah,
we'll point out to this. I mean, you had some iconic bands come out at that time. You had, the Pretenders. You had Ramones were '70s, but still. But you had Joe Jackson. You had Adamant. You had. The Go-Go's come out at that particular time. Huh?
Now we're talking the Go-Go's.
Yeah, the Go-Go's. You're talking. That early '80s time frame is a special period for music. I mean, it was like before that big AOR. I'm a biggest fan of hair metal bands as anybody, right? But this that section between, we'll say, 79 and 82, 83 was a very special time in my opinion with the eclectic group of bands that were out there. So I don't know. I just really really enjoyed that stuff.
No, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Then we had to go through grunge. God knows Pearl Jam.
Like you said that. We had to go through grunge. Like it was a really bad cold you get.
Yeah, it was. It was a bad cold. For me. Most of the bands in the grunge there's a few standouts that are, pretty good. Mother Love Bone was a good one, which is a precursor to Pearl Jam. It was the band Stone Goddard was in before Pearl Jam. The Andrew, can't remember his last name, but he died of heroin overdose. And then they got Eddie Vedder.
Oh, good.
Yeah. What could have been?
Yeah.
I like some Pearl Jam, actually.
Yeah, we know.
Pearl Jam. My favorite in them era was the Screaming Trees, but there's nobody here probably knows them.
I know.
But yeah, Screaming Trees are probably like Dollar Bill. I won't bring it up because it'll never. That's one of the greatest songs ever by the Screaming Trees, Dollar Bill. But yeah.
My two favorite grunge era bands, and I can't really. I don't think they're grunge. I think they're more metal. Is Alice in Chains and Soundgarden.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would consider them more on the metal side of things than anything else.
I don't even know what. Oh my gosh, I can have that conversation, but I don't even know what is grunge because
Nirvana and all of its knockoffs.
Nirvana was like, they're just like punk and slow
Nirvana
punk.
was punk.
Yeah.
They weren't. I mean, they just played some stuff that was slower, but they're just that was a punk band. That wasn't. I mean, that's not grunge. I mean,
Well, they're the ones that did it right. I'm talking about all those that came on their foot-tails.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of them.
You know, I mean, there was. It's like yeah, exactly. You know, Black and Blue. Remember that metal band?
Yeah.
You know, Screaming Mimi. Oh God, that band was crazy. You know, Junkyard. All those late '80s bands that were trying to, you know, ride on the coattails of Rat, Motley Crue, and Bon Jovi, and whatever. You know.
Yep.
So you know the originals do it right. You know, like Nirvana. There's plenty of Nirvana tunes I enjoy. I think I'm not. What my thing is the follow the leader thing that really bugs me. I guess the original ones stand out. You know, the ones like Alice in Chains, they stand out from the crowd because they just were really good. You know, but it's like. How many times can you listen to a Vanessa Carlton song and oh, wait a second, that's not Vanessa Carlton, that's Avril Lavigne. Oh no, it's not Avril Lavigne, that's Natasha Bedingfield. No, that kind of thing.
I didn't know any of those people you just said.
It's
knew
crazy
Avril
that I know
Lavigne.
them.
Maybe I know Avril Lavigne. Hold on, but I don't know any of her songs.
She's a skater boy or something. I don't know.
He's a skater
that's
boy.
the big one.
Oh,
She was like that kind of skater punk pop early 2000s kind of genre that was weird.
Vanessa Carlton's in that same. The thing I remember about I think it was Vanessa Carlton. They were driving down a road and they're towing behind a car. You had to think she's playing the piano and she's driving through things. It's like a version of It's Not Love, where the band's on the back of a semi truck. She's just driving through town playing a piano, singing this song. I'm like, okay, I mean. Tunes all right, but it's just kind of weird to drive like see a piano with a woman driving by.
Yeah, they were basically the bridge in between like Green Day and Meghan Trainor in the mainstream.
wait, there's a bridge between Green Day and Meghan Trainor somewhere?
That's Avril Lavigne, and I guess Vanessa Carlton as well.
You're talking about Meghan Trainor, the girl that sang a love song to her own butt.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm speaking about.
Okay.
The 2000s were a weird time.
Well, you've definitely heard Vanessa Carlton stuff, so I mean,
I probably if I look it up.
Like in a Coke commercial, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Commercial.
A Coke commercial, maybe. Nate's tuned out. He's like texting.
Here it is.
No, okay, I'm looking Vanessa Carlton up.
Okay, he's looking Vanessa Carlton up. I don't think I know Vanessa Carlton.
You know this song I'm gonna play.
It isn't ringing any bells, but I will look into it later and see if I can find something.
Make sure you post any links in your comments. The Denman will know what's going on, I guess.
Hear that?
Wasn't he on Discord earlier this evening?
He was.
He's always on. I mean, him and I are always logged in. So I'm afraid if I log out, I'll never get back in.
Yeah,
I'm just always logged in. Yeah, it shows he's on, I think.
I think he's idle.
Oh my god, Rod! This is so fucking funny. So I looked at Vanessa Carlton's, right?
Yes.
So I'm watching the video, Vanessa Carlton, where she's riding around town and it's playing the piano, right?
Yeah.
So right below that, Vanessa Carlton sings her hit song 1,000 Miles, right? It's live, PBS. Below that, Natalie Imbruglia, Torn. That's right. I'm sure you heard that song. Guess what song is below that song? Your
What
third
about me?
underneath. No.
I don't know.
Searching for Redemption by Killing Me.
Wow.
Wait a minute. That's a.
I'm dead
Killing Me
fucking
song
serious.
is-
I looked up Vanessa Carlton, right? Another one of her songs, her live version of the song, right? Then Torn by Natalie Bruglia, right? Third, underneath Vanessa Carlton, is Searching for Redemption by Killing Me.
That's not what I
Nice.
got. I got I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys, and then All Star by Smash Mouth.
He wants that one. Michelle Branch is another one. She's in that same.
So
Things
we're Searching for Redemption should be I Got All Star by Smash Mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
wait. Now, both of you do this. Now I'm curious. Since you're both on the internet, and I'm unfamiliar with how the internet works as an older person,
Right.
Yeah.
look up "Searching for Redemption" by Killing Me and see what songs it tells you to like. What's your suggested from there?
It's
Tip of
not.
my-
It's not.
Where
Yeah.
else would it go?
Searching when you go searching for redemption.
That is wild.
It does not even like you're not even on the list.
No, it auto-completed to Searching for Redemption, Killing Me.
Okay, wow.
And, like, that's the only
So
thing
the
I've
AI's
gotten.
listening to it. That's first.
Then
The
I
AI's
got like a Harry Potter movie clip.
So whenever I look searching for redemption, I Want to Be Your Slave is first on the list. Two, I Want to Be Your Slave. Måneskin, that the one with the really hot looking bass playing girl, and then Searching for Redemption's after that.
Yeah, all I'm getting is a bunch of Red Dead Redemption 2 clips.
But that makes sense because you looked up the word redemption was the key word in it.
Yeah.
But it auto-corrected, which means
it auto-completed to Killing Me.
I forget. There's a lot of people have looked at it. I'm not sure what the number is on it now.
350.
How many?
What is
350.
350. So I looked at some. Now this is good for someone making videos like Chris. I looked at some stats. Most people listen through the first 30 seconds, so that's a good thing. Most people do that, and most people tune out at that video around the 2-minute mark.
2 minutes.
Around the 2-minute mark, most people. I got the stuff from YouTube. Let me see if I can find it here.
This is fascinating.
So when you make a video, somewhere around the 1 minute and 45 seconds, I would do something completely different to draw people in as you make your video.
Curiosity is the customers who are
Okay, that's cool. That's good to know.
This is I'm almost to it. Yeah, so 68% of viewers are still watching around the 30-second mark, which is typical, and the average view duration is 2 minutes and 11 seconds, and which is 36.2%. And 85.6% of the views came from Facebook, 2.3 from Instagram, 1.9 from a Samsung Android, and 1.5 from a Google Android. That was the stats that I was getting off of YouTube. That was just like yesterday. So yeah, at around the 2-minute mark, that's when people drop out.
That's interesting.
So that's why I was like, well, so if you're making a video now, I mean, this is just one video, but
you got to do something special around the minute 50 mark.
Yeah, around that area, something's got to give, or something got to get funny, or something to grab them back in.
Some big flash on the screen. Oh, yeah, wow! What was that?
Like, don't stop watching now, bonehead. Something like that.
So something to capture them to continue watching for another 2 minutes.
I like that. That's an interesting observation.
I saw that. I definitely wanted to bring it up tonight because I thought that'd be interesting to know when you're making videos.
Okay, so I got an A on that, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cool.
So go to the 145 point of the video and what's happening in the video at 1:45?
I'd guess we're still standing. We're in the room playing. I'm going to guess.
Don't play it. I don't want sued by this band. Need a cease and desist order.
You're coming off of the chorus, so it mellows out at about the 150 mark.
So people have heard the intro, they've heard the chorus. Now they kind of got the gist of the song at that point.
Now they're going down, like they're going out at about the second verse.
So the 2:11 marks where most people have jumped out.
Wait, what's at the 2:11 mark? So they listen to another 25 seconds after they've heard the song itself.
Yes, they've heard the intro, they heard the
chorus, and they figure, okay, I've heard the song.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
it's just
another 35 seconds. What's at 2:11?
Nothing. It's just the second verse. It's about halfway through it.
Visually, what's happening?
Just the band.
Just us inside the place playing, which they've seen that, with other stuff thrown in, but a majority of that.
5 seconds is where either something has to change to get the listener or viewer to stay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's definitely a. So I'm trying to find so the song went over really well with the group, with the people. The video went over really well. I got really good feedback as to how it all came to how it looked visually, things of that nature. So
awesome.
So it did really well, and this is my fourth semester in a row Dean's List.
Nice, congratulations.
Yeah. I've gotten all A's and 1 B in 8 semesters in college. So, and I did that with algebra. Oh. God damn it, algebra! I got fucking A in algebra. Can you fucking believe it? Are you kidding me? I hadn't done algebra since 1987.
Chase Nate away. Algebra chased Nate out of it. He left. Oh, he's gonna play algebra.
An algebra song.
Algebra's a fart.
So,
I was going to say, just so you know, that's why BCMC, we keep our songs to less than 2 minutes. They don't have time to get bored.
That's right.
They're out by then. We know it. They're done.
Right.
They got 2 minutes and they're out.
Yep.
You haven't loaded the new stuff or last year's stuff yet.
Oh, I meant to have it for birthday too. Shoot. I meant to upload it for today. I got to do that like tomorrow.
Yeah, happy birthday, Nate.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Nate.
Oh, that's right. It's Nate's birthday today.
Happy birthday to you. It's not. It's public domain now. They sued, and now it's you can anybody can sing it now.
Yeah, anybody can sing it now.
It's no longer owned, so you can still. It's not gonna get copyright.
Yeah.
Just making sure we're safe.
Nope, so you're safe. You're good. There's a big lawsuit. Went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court said nope. The people who owned it, and they actually had to. The people who copyrighted it had to pay back. Had to pay back people they charged fees for to have that song. So it came and bit them in the ass, and I couldn't have been happier.
Never about the songwriter, man. Dang,
nope.
Never about the guy who owns the music, man.
It's like they didn't. Yeah, it wasn't the songwriter. They just happened to own. They copyrighted it.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, well, you actually copyrighted it illegally, so fuck you. Pay back all that money.
So really, Happy Birthday is one of the greatest songs ever.
Yes, it is. Everyone knows that song.
I mean, everyone knows it. Everyone knows the words.
I would have to say there's probably not very many people in the United States of America who have not sung that song. My guess is I would say 98% or better of the people in this country have sung that song at least a couple of times.
I just opened a can of worms.
You did open a can of worms.
I was opening the can. I lift the lid up, and now all the worms are coming
Here come
out.
the worms. You've opened a can of worms. Does anybody want to change their nomination based on
Yes,
this?
God bless America.
God bless America.
The Pledge of Allegiance. Is that a
Star
song?
Spangled Banner.
That's
The
not
Star
a song.
Spangled Banner.
Spangled Banner. Greatest song.
It's a pledge.
Beethoven's
Yeah.
Fifth. Beethoven's Fifth.
Hey, you already
Rich, do they still do the Pledge of Allegiance anymore? Do they still do that?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. I thought they got rid of that.
No, that's people think that, but that's not true everywhere.
Okay. I know it's on a lot of people's hit list.
Oh wait, it's showing up backwards.
I can't read it. I can't even read it though, kiddo. It's like all blurry.
Yeah, it's showing up backwards on the thing, isn't it?
Wait,
It's not dark enough. I can't read it.
I see
I'll figure it out by the next time.
popular
see
doesn't
people.
equal good is what it says.
Popular does not equal good.
Popular is not equal to good.
Okay.
I'm making
Nice.
t-shirts.
I'm gonna save that for the future Beatles songs. Okay, I got that. Cool.
All right.
You know, I will never ever on this channel, in this thing, nominate a Beatles song.
Oh, I'm going to next week, definitely. I got it.
Never gonna happen.
I am.
Although I enjoy them to an immense degree, I'm just not going to go there.
What song did Yoko sing? What songs did Yoko sing? I can't. Those were the better ones. Yoko.
It's called Just Like Fall in Love Again. It's Falling in Love Again by it was on Double Fantasy 1980, the album that came out right after John Lennon died, got shot and killed. That was the big one. Just like starting over.
Imagine.
Woo-hoo.
Imagine
that. Oh.
Imagine all. No, because so this is Christmas. Come on. That's just a great Christmas. That is just a great tune. I mean, and then of course Paul McCartney had to come up and had to do his own Christmas song.
Yes.
That stupid ass song.
That's one of the worst ones, I think.
It is. You know. I cannot stand that tune. I can't stand the Christmas tune. When the Christmas tunes come on, that 3WS for that's the one that's another one makes me change the channel.
Yep. Now Dominic the Donkey makes me turn it up.
You guys,
Dominic the Donkey, yes,
that's a great song. Now that might come up next week.
Okay. So I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Yes,
there's another one that's just top notch.
Yeah,
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
We're talking about Christmas
a great
songs.
Christmas tune.
If we're going on the YMCA merit, which is clearly the standard now.
That's true.
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
It is.
Should be in the conversation.
Should be in the conversation.
Mariah Carey.
Right?
No.
Mariah Carey.
Why not? Everybody knows it.
No.
Mariah Carey. She's She is right there at the top. No doubt.
Yeah. Mariah Carey, The Village People, everybody else.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nate, thank you. Thank you for taking the words right out of my mouth, man.
Show's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
We have to do any more.
Yeah. Mariah Carey's here. Louis Armstrong is like
Mariah Carey, that rules the roost. We may as well just quit now. It's done. It's over.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely gone. It's over.
Remember,
don't
you
even need my
opened
notes.
this.
Don't even need your notes.
Wait, what was Nate's pick?
Float by Flogging Molly.
Float by Flogging Molly. Then you had. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Rubber Band Man, Float. And then, well, yeah, we know Richard. Okay, yeah. Where you have? I'm missing one, but that's Denman. That's why I'm like, hey, we're missing somebody. Yeah,
You
it's
didn't
Denman.
say mine. You said everybody else's.
I
What was
said,
yours?
I know yours.
What was yours?
Yours is the YMC. No.
No, what was yours?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, one by you two.
Oh, right. Okay.
One by you two. I don't know. I feel like this one's easily
You 2-1 easily. I think. Hey, Rod, Nate, let's override Rich's nomination
I
with
love
a
it.
3. Go with "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey. I think we should replace YMCA with that song. Replace Rich's. Replace Rich's song. I vote for that.
I'm going to guess the end result would probably be the same.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, but at least we won't have to listen to YMCA or the debate on YMCA. He'll have to defend Mariah Carey. "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Well, luckily he debated it tonight already, so we
That's
saved
true.
ourselves next week from that agony. We can just skip right over this guy.
Yeah, I haven't even started to rip into YMCA yet. I'm just letting you know I have so much hatred
I got so
bottled
much
up in the tank.
I'm going to come next time with stats and graphs, maybe a chart.
What was it? What was you said, Nate? What was that? What did that piece of paper say?
Popular does not equal good.
Oh, right. Yes, that's good. That's right.
Right.
I think you need to make Post-it notes this week and just stick them in random places saying
I might start doing that.
like he opens his school book or his lesson plan book or whatever, and right there, slap dab on the thing is popular is what?
Not equal
What?
to good.
There you go. Remind him throughout the
will.
course of this week.
Several times.
Oh, my.
Put it on the speedometer in the car. On the rearview mirror. Huh?
I never look at that.
Yeah.
You never look.
the
Oh, that's
highest-
true. Okay.
The highest viewed NFL team, like not this past year but the year before, like in terms of ratings, was the Cleveland Browns. Popular does not equal good.
Mm.
Wow.
Okay. May I have the floor for just a moment?
Sure.
If we could,
No, you've been vetoed. Sorry.
if we could just
let
not
have the
mention
floor.
Cleveland Browns in any fashion or way on this, I would appreciate it very much.
What'd you say?
Okay, Chairman, the distinguished gentleman from Las Vegas in the living room would like 5 minutes. Could you grant them that?
5 minutes granted.
Okay.
I don't need that much time. I just don't want the Cleveland Browns mentioned
I know.
or associated with this
That's
in any
just-
fashion way.
I'm just reminding you that your best comparison to the Village People and YMCA is the Cleveland Browns football of 2021 to 2000.
And there you've done it again.
Oh.
How
You've
does
done
that
it.
feel?
Oh, wow.
Use Detroit.
You've basically
No,
nominated
I'm
the Cleveland Browns, Rich. You've nominated the Cleveland Browns.
And what's awesome is that I
How,
nominated the song.
how the hell did you fall into that trap?
It's so awesome
All
too.
right, then I'm just leaning into it. God damn it, go Browns!
Whoa, no.
You have a Browns jersey on next week. Brown hat. Brown jersey.
Oh.
I don't. He's no longer allowed to speak. I can mute you.
You're muted. You got a little mute symbol.
He is, yeah. That's what big little. He's like, I told it.
He's headed to Studio B now. I think he's headed to another studio.
It's freaking goddamn ridiculous is what it is. Muted.
censorship in the music industry. That's what, oh,
that was one of the best moves ever. You know, damn, The Rock ain't got shit on you, brother. That was a WWE move if I ever saw one. SmackDown.
What's hilarious was I saw the camera pointed up at the ceiling, and then I just heard the angry footsteps just like around.
I just can't believe it. The chairman of the board, mutagen, chairman of the subcommittee on best song ever.
Do you know how hard it is for me to run at this age? I'm gassed.
I know. Please, I know.
Oh, I got plantar fasciitis. I can't be doing that.
I know. Amen.
Amen, brother.
You mute Rod. He's just going to sit there.
Yeah, pretty much.
He doesn't run to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm not running to the next room. You got sign language.
I ain't running nowhere.
Yeah, luckily, he hasn't
I can
said
just
anything
stand.
worthy of being muted.
I can just stand and be in pain. I don't need to run. I can just stand for,
Yes. Thank you, Rod. Thank you.
I stood at the Frank Turner didn't show up concert for 4 hours, and I still can't walk. And now I got to go hang out at a park in Maryland tomorrow morning. I got to go hang out all day in Maryland. So it's like, oh, it's going to be.
You were where? See who?
Who? Frank Turner. Well, who I went to see wasn't there. He didn't come.
Who's Frank Turner?
You wouldn't know because he wasn't in Pittsburgh. No, he wasn't. He was in the bus, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. We're seeing some Frank Turner merch being.
They had no merch for sale at the show. He wasn't there at. Nope.
Oh, couldn't even buy a shirt, huh?
Chuck Reagan. Well, Chuck had one shirt. He had a green shirt. I don't know if you ever saw his green shirt.
No.
But he was like hanging out. He was selling his own merch after he played. Like he was just hanging out, selling his own shirt.
Kind of like you do?
Yeah, we don't even have shirts. We don't even have shirts yet. So we're just gonna go play tomorrow, and hopefully we get into the festival.
So where's so we'll give it's the weekly Killing Me plug. Do we have music for this?
Oh no, we don't need that crap. So we have
where's Killing Me?
Don't need no freaking music to introduce music.
We're music to introduce music.
We're headed to Frostburg, Maryland, to Hoffman Hollow Park.
Is it cold there?
It's going to be 70 there tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
And there's a festival. We got to check in at 11:30, which means we're leaving here about 10:45. It's about an hour and 35 minutes away from here.
Whoa.
And we have to check in at 11:30. There's 8 bands. We play from 4:45 to 5:15, and then all 8 bands play. Whatever bands gets the most cheers at the end of it. The 2 bands go play the Savage Mountain Punk Festival. This is the Savage Mountain Punk Picnic to earn your way into the festival. And there's beer trucks and food vendors and art stuff at this park, I guess.
So if you guys do well tomorrow,
yes,
you'll go to the festival itself, which is when?
Yeah, it's in August. I'm not sure the dates, but it's in August.
So if we ever get these actually someplace where people can watch them, they can come to you maybe in August.
Maybe.
If the chairman does his job.
We're not really taking a bunch of fans with us, obviously. So if we win, it's going to be because they liked us down there. Because I think there's a couple there's a couple bands from that area that are playing there. So I'm going to guess that it's going to be a rough win. It's going to be a rough win. We win.
All right.
But there's another Pittsburgh band, the Scratch and Sniffs. They're a Pittsburgh band. They're also going that bill.
Nice. Did I tell you we went to when we toured the Punk Rock Museum with Chris from Anti-Flag?
I wasn't there. Oh, okay.
Chris number 2.
Yeah, Chris number 2.
Yeah. I tried to find out where were like the best places in Pittsburgh to play.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking because he hung out like we were just talking to him, right? Just hanging out, talking to him. And so I'm like, hey, I'm originally from Pittsburgh, and what are like some cool places to go back there? And I guess I framed it wrong because he started telling me about restaurants.
Oh, yeah. Not to see punk shows, but
No.
go go to the Applebee's or whatever.
Yeah. I was hoping he would tell me like places that I could pass on to you and say, hey, you got to try this place.
Yep. No.
So he did say the what was it called, Nate? The Mr. Roboto project is still a thing in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Endless Mike just played there, I think last night or tonight, and they sold out. I don't know what the bill was, but yes, that's still a thing.
Okay.
I've never been there, but yes.
So I got that one for you, but you already knew that one.
Yes, sort of. We never played there though. We hope to get our music here within the next couple weeks, and hopefully then get it up online and get CDs printed, and yeah. We have a possible connection. We don't know if it'll ever happen. We would like it to. We will see. But possibly someday maybe getting some records pressed.
Ooh.
Records.
Real records.
Like vinyls. Like
vinyl. Real vinyl.
Real vinyl.
It could be a possibility.
Like something like this.
Yes, we gotta wait and see.
Real vinyl record.
Real. So we're gonna get the songs back, get them uploaded, and get some CDs made, and go from there.
Yeah, because once you get the songs done, you got to release them so people can hear them.
Yeah.
You can't just leave it sitting on your phone like I'm doing.
No, we can't.
Well,
not that anyone's going to listen to them, really,
yeah,
but I mean, at least they're out there.
Yeah, I checked the BCMC Spotify a while ago. It said we had 0 monthly listeners. So really, who would know music benefit?
Well, I should be on there. I should be on that list, and then I should be on your Apple Music list.
So we're all just listening to each other.
Yeah, I think that's how this music scene works. Yeah.
That's how.
And no one else other than those people really care or will make an effort, really.
Well, they'll listen for like about 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Exactly. And then they're out. They're switching the video. Better have another video after that to look at because they need another one. And don't make a lyric video because they ain't even gonna watch that because no one wants to read and listen. No, they don't want to do that.
Wants to read.
I don't want to be like school. I don't want to have to go to school and listen to this song and read. I make a video.
I kind of like lyric videos.
I do too, but
depends on the lyric video.
Well, I like them to be like more than just somebody put the words on like PowerPoint and clicked along with the song.
Yes.
Yeah. I like them to be a little visually appealing.
Like I think Hey There Delilah by the Plain White T's has the best lyric video ever made.
I won't disagree with that. We can declare that the best lyric video of all time. Anybody?
Done.
And the motion carries. Chris must have gone to the bathroom or something because he hasn't said anything in a little bit.
Nope, I'm here. I'm just listening to you guys argue. That's all. Waiting for the right time to bring up Mariah Carey again.
Oh, you mother.
Anytime the right time for that. So
I came up with this. When this idea was rattling around in my head, I did not expect Mariah Carey or the Cleveland Browns.
You should have. You knew that by introducing YMCA, you would take this in a different direction. You should have been prepared for that different direction to take.
Should have.
That was a lack of preparation on your part.
You know, yesterday,
holy shit.
After a long day of work on very little sleep, this seemed like such a really good idea.
Yeah, on very little sleep.
Yeah.
That's
why you gotta say. You gotta go ahead and make a list ahead of time. Get about
Nah.
10 songs on a list. And
Now,
then
Nate's
I've got a list.
list.
I got
So-
a list too.
List.
So guess whose birthday today it is?
What?
Guess whose birthday it is today?
Who?
Who?
He's 75 years old. One of the best drummers of all time.
Rod?
No.
I ain't that old. I just look that old.
That's a best of the worst list.
I just
Never
look
mind.
that old.
Yeah.
Wait
Bill
a minute.
Ward.
B.
Oh, Bill Ward, yes.
Bill Ward.
Sabbath.
Well, you already
Black
said it?
Sabbath. Yes,
Yeah,
Black
Bill
Sabbath.
Ward. Black Sabbath.
Yes, like it's a game show.
Congratulations. You are the next contestant on Guess Whose Birthday It Is.
Mine.
No, it's not your birthday anymore, dude. It's like
That's
Yeah,
true.
to them.
Yeah, I don't
it's
know what
still your
time it
birthday
is.
here. Still your birthday on the West Coast.
Yeah, for about 40 more minutes.
I got to erase my song I have on there.
Is everybody ready for the new Motley Crue album to come out?
There's a new
Oh.
They're
Motley Crue
recording it
album.
right now.
Album?
Yeah, they got a new guitar player. Did you hear?
No.
Yeah, they fired Mick Mars.
Yeah, John 5.
John Five, good guitar player, really good guitar player. I mean,
That's amazing.
one of the best guitar players in the world. He is up there with Vi as far as like technical ability. Yeah.
Like Rob Zombie, you might know him from them, maybe, possibly.
Marilyn Manson. He was in.
Manson.
Okay.
He was in Fist or Fight with.
But, yeah.
I think Fight was the name. He was David Lee Roth for a while. He was on. I think he played on one of his albums. Rob Halford's. It's either Halford or Fight. One of the two. He was the guitar player for on that. Then of course he was with Zombie for that many years. Now he pissed off Zombie because Nikki Sixx invited him to be in Motley Crue.
I am.
So, but-
I want to listen to it, but I'm just have a feeling I'm not really looking forward to it. I don't.
It's not going to be what we think it is.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, because okay, so as much as I like John 5, right? Like the stuff that he did with Manson, I enjoy. Like the two albums that he did with Manson, I really enjoyed those two albums.
Yeah.
The stuff he did with Rob Zombie was hit or miss. I think I was more of a fan of Riggs as the guitar player, like the first, Hillbilly Deluxe, that Super Beast. That those first two albums were really good. His solo stuff is just technically out of this world.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not expecting something good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right, but it's not gonna be like because Motley Crue is that there's a certain sound that Mick Mars brings, right? And it's not going to be there. I can it's just it'd be like having Dave Mustaine in Metallica instead of Kirk Hammett as the lead guitarist. Like if he'd have never left, I would have to venture to say that I don't think Metallica would have been as big as they were. I mean, Kirk Hammett was the turning point.
Yeah.
Bringing him into that band, that's what that just unique guitar playing that Kirk Hammett does is one of the things that everyone goes. Yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see Motley Crue this album being now weird thing is like Nikki Sixx had a band called 6 a.m.
Yep.
Really good. It had DJ Ashba. Can't think of the singer's name, but the Heroin Diaries, essentially, which was basically his a song version of the book he wrote about being a heroin addict and stuff like that. And that was really good. I thought that was a real solid album. I can't think of the name of the Heroin Diaries. That's right. It was the Heroin Diaries. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Yeah, I'll be interested to hear it. I'm interested to hear how much what they can do to Vince's voice at this point.
Well, they sure as hell are doctoring up the promotional videos, pictures of him, because he's like, you look at him live, he's fat as fuck like me. Okay, and then you see pictures of him in the promos. He's like, man, they sculpted that boy in Photoshop something on big time. You know, he looks 1980s thin. So yeah, the gut that gut's gone in the promo pictures. Who would have thunk it, man? Fire Mick Mars. Would you fire Mick?
Well, he's what, 72 now, and
Yeah, 70
Yeah.
something. Yeah, he can't turn his head now anymore. Poor guy.
he's probably better off.
He's better off. Yeah.
Well, I want to know when the Motley Crue songs are going to start coming into this competition.
Not for me.
Not for me.
Probably not for me.
No, I was thinking about like 80s metal, like I don't.
There's not going to be a lot of 80s metal coming from me.
There's a lot of good songs I like, but I don't know if there's any greatest songs of all times that I like in the 80s.
Yep.
As much as I like Dawkins and stuff, I was thinking about. I'm drawing blanks on those bands.
Yes. Yeah. Me too.
Vixen.
There's
Exclusively 80s metal day.
Yeah, just what's the
Or
best
like
of the
you
80s
have to
metal.
nominate one day. Like this week, you have to nominate a song. You have to nominate 80s metal songs or something like that.
Yeah.
Or Nick have to be like, I'm gonna have to listen to a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. No, I don't think I can do that.
Like, I don't think I can do that.
I mean, as much as I enjoy 80s metal, 80s hair metal bands, there's nothing that I can think of off the top of my head that I would even bring into this conversation. I mean, honestly.
Unchained by Van Halen.
Nope.
I don't consider that 80s. I don't consider that like 80s.
Yeah,
hair
that's
metal.
70s. Yeah,
that's true.
Like you're talking Dawkins, Brat, Cinderella,
Motley Crue,
Poison, Brittany Fox.
Oh wow, there's one. There's
Keel.
one for you. Keel. What about there's obviously Black and Blue, and then Winger. Obviously.
Who?
Iron Maiden. I mean, could you put? I mean, there's certain bands that you can't even really put into that category. You know, because those were British metal bands. They're a little different. You know what I mean?
That's not hair metal.
It's not a hair metal band. You know, you can't put Judas Priest in there. You can't put Def Leppard in there, because after Pyromania, they ceased becoming a hair metal band.
Yeah, that's a tough genre.
Yeah, it's tough for great songs.
In retrospect, it's a tough genre.
There's a lot of great bands like Tesla. Tesla was fucking awesome. Great White. Really enjoyed that one album that they did with Love. Yeah, Rock Me. That had the song "Rock Me" on it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Rock me through the night. What else?
Yeah, I don't think there'll be much from that era. So
yeah, I'm not thinking that either.
Mariah Carey will beat all that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's it.
Well,
it's the Mariah Carey day.
You're talking popular. I mean, you could say "We're Not Gonna Take It." Everyone knows that song. So.
Yeah. If you're gonna go there,
popular.
you have to go with the song that made metal.
Someone Feel the Noise or
yes.
Mental Health.
Yeah. That's the one that brought. That's your winner right there.
Winner.
That's the song that basically broke it open for the first #1 metal album.
All right,
come on.
Metal song.
After this, all your nominations go through me now. Like, I have veto power over what you bring, because you've sparked too much discussion now. The direction of this has changed.
Again, Rod or Chris? Are you talking to Rod or Chris?
You.
You.
Me?
Rich.
You started.
Yeah.
You. Mute.
All your nominations
Just
go
mute
through
him.
me now.
Just mute him. Hit the mute button.
You voluntarily.
Say it the YMCA.
I think this has proved that Denman is the glue that holds this show together. Because
Clearly,
we've
Denman
lost it.
glue.
We went off the rails. We went off the Folsom Prison Blues. We went right off those tracks. We're like East Palestine that had the big train derailment.
Johnny Cash songs. There's so many better Johnny Cash
How
songs
did we
that you
drive
could have
straight from Johnny
could have
Cash
chosen.
to
You know,
YMCA?
Ring of Fire.
Wait a minute. Folsom Prison Blues won, didn't it? What do you mean? There's better
Yeah.
songs you could have chosen. It won.
It won, so it must have been pretty good.
Fuck. Well, I didn't vote for it.
You didn't vote for it.
Well, come beat it then, Rubber Band Man.
Well, I'm
Sounded
not.
like a shit. Says the guy who brought YMCA.
So. All right. Here, I'll give you 3 songs better than Folsom Prison Blues.
Write that one down.
I got
Come beat me, Rubber Band Man.
God's gonna cut you down. Ring of Fire and Hurt. 3 better songs than Folsom Prison Blues.
Wait, what was the first one?
God's gonna cut you down.
Oh, yeah.
Ring of Fire
Ring of Fire.
and Hurt. The remake of the 9 Inch Nails song. Clearly 3 better songs than Folsom Prison Blues.
No.
Yep.
no.
Yeah.
Hard no. It's a hard no.
So Folsom Prison Blues is like, quite honestly, that's the Mariah Carey song of his repertoire. Yeah.
Wow.
Gotta be. It's what it's like. Oh, let's go. Let's just. Oh yeah, let's just pick the song that he wrote when he was in prison. Yeah, that's his best song.
See what you did to the faces around this little QB thing I'm looking at?
I see exactly what I did to the faces because the truth hurts. When it smacks you in the face, you get the ugly face. When you get smacked in the face with the truth, it turns your face ugly. And all 3 of you did the exact same thing. Your face turned ugly. Like, holy fuck, he's right. God damn.
That's not what that face was.
No.
Jeez.
I can't even form words. What? How do you compare Folsom Prison Blues to Johnny Cash's All I Want as Johnny Cash's All I Want for Christmas Is You? I guarantee you, I walk into my high school, I asked 20 different people if they've heard Folsom Prison Blues, maybe 3 of them have, and they don't know it that well. I asked 20 of them if they've heard Ring of Fire, they've all heard Ring of Fire.
Yeah, they've heard Ring of Fire by what's that punk band? Yeah.
Nobody's heard Ring of Fire by Social Distortion.
Social Distortion. That's what they've heard.
Where's those Social Distortion songs?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get to Social D.
Social D, we might
bring
get to
Social D.
Social D songs.
That's where they've heard that.
No, they've not heard the Social Distortion version. I would be willing to bet you about half. If I asked 100 people, maybe 20 of them know Social Distortion as a band.
Now they might not know the band is Social Distortion, but I guarantee you they probably know the song.
They probably know the song through Johnny Cash.
Maybe, maybe not.
That's interesting.
I'm gonna test this.
Just maybe.
Hey, with a little chart asking people about Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Poll.
I will. I'll enlist some of my teachers. Be like,
I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'll bet. So okay, wait a minute. All right, so this has to happen now for real.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Here we go.
And we're gonna ask a sampling of high school students in at your school, which is an urban school.
Yeah.
Here in the city of Las Vegas, if they know who Johnny Cash is, or if they know Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say
They're not going to know Johnny Cash, but they'll know Ring of Fire.
I'm gonna bet less than 10%.
No Johnny Cash.
Yes. I'm gonna say this is a small number.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
retracted to like 30.
I'm agreeing with Rich on this one.
I think it'd be more. I think it'd be more than 10%. I think more than 10%.
I really think we're tracking about 30.
Wow. No, you're
So-
way off.
Of what age group?
Yeah, high schoolers, so we're talking like 13 to 18-year-olds.
13, 18-year-olds. In that 5-year time frame, there's not many of them who know who the hell Johnny Cash is.
The 17, 18-year-old might. I would think more than a 13.
And you're more likely to poll kids in your own
Yeah, in
class.
junior,
So we're talking.
junior and senior classes.
This is going to lean heavy to junior and seniors, which is going to be 16, 17, 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
I would think 30% is probably a good guess.
Thank you.
I think I'm with Rich. Yeah,
I don't think 10. I don't think 1 out of every 10. It's only 1 out of every 10 asked will. I think it'd be more than that. I think it has to be more than that.
Yeah, I'm going to say 1 out. I'm going to say 1 out of 10 who know who Johnny Cash is.
Yeah.
All right, it's your job to collect the data there, kid.
All right.
Yep.
I'm not
It's your
allowed on
assignment.
school campuses to ask kids questions.
Yeah.
You're what?
I'm not allowed on high school campuses to ask kids questions.
Okay. Aren't you a teacher? It's sort of like, isn't that the whole point of what a teacher is to ask questions? Kids.
I'm not allowed to wander around the campus I don't work at and ask questions.
Okay. I got you. Okay.
But you can draw pictures of Johnny Cash.
That's true. I can draw pictures of John.
So just put a picture like on a 8x10 piece of paper and of Johnny Cash's face is like, do you know who this is? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
10%.
It's closer to 30.
Okay, I'm interested. I am truthfully interested.
Yeah,
I am very, very, very interested in the results of this poll. I really want. I'm thinking I will be surprised. I will be very surprised if it's over 20. If it's closer to 30, I'll be extremely surprised. I think it's going to be closer to 10. Might be between the 10 and 20%, but I think it's going to be leaning closer to. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope to God, Nate, you prove me wrong.
100.
I really do. You know?
As a percentage, single digits.
Wow. Now
I'm going to say this.
Wrong.
I'm going to say this.
Say it, Rich.
Of those young fuckers be able to dance the YMCA all over that campus.
and I'm sure they would be able to sing the lyrics to "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
I think that's a good way to end today.
All right. Yep. I got to work tomorrow, anyways.
Yeah, I got to go to Maryland.
I have tomorrow an interview as a marketing internship at Kennywood.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, yes. Ooh is So it's I might be working in the marketing department for
Cool.
Kennywood. That'd be badass.
Yeah.
Hopefully that works out. Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.
And
And I have my initial campaign.
What is it?
Okay. So you want to hear it?
Yeah.
I have a pitch.
I hope that's included.
So what are Pittsburgh? Why do you think YMCA, Renegade are so popular in Pittsburgh? What are Pittsburghers? They're
Stuck in
very
the
nostalgic.
1980s?
They are very.
They are very nostalgic, right? They
Right.
love nostalgia. That's a Pittsburgh thing. Ask any Pittsburgher. Oh, remember when that? Oh yeah, I remember when that was just over there. Like we had the little Pizza Hut. That's now it's a pawn shop, but To me that was where I had Pizza Hut and little red cups and all that shit, whatever. So Pittsburghers are very nostalgic. So the marketing campaigns that Kennywood's been doing lately is just god awful. Let's just put it that way, right? So
Don't say that in an interview.
they're celebrating 125 years